Chairing today's conference has been the job of Zoran Vaslijev, who joins me now. And Zoran, thanks for taking a few minutes out from chairing it. How's it all going for you?
It's going on pretty good, Akin. I think this event has been traditionally very strong in the region, and it's growing year after year. So I have the privilege now to chair this for the third year in a row. We must be doing something well. So the confidence of the organizer, but all in all, good participation from the senior executives. I think after a couple of years of a downturn and the topics they were all about getting out of downturn and cost cutting, now there's a bit more excitement, and I think everybody came in with some new ideas and with some new strategies for 2011 and beyond. So I think we are also stirring up some healthy discussion and debate in this region. So I think so far so good.
What have been the big topics and the big ideas?
The real big topics continue to be really around convergence, around customer centricity, around some innovative business models, which by default then eventually are driving some new capabilities, new models. They are requiring new, faster technologies and so forth. So this is what we are hearing, what we are listening. We're expecting to hear a bit more about lessons learned, and maybe if somebody is bold enough to tell us what went wrong, so that that the audience comes out of there also understanding a bit more of what not to do, which is sometimes more important than always having a rosy picture.
And how do you see the future? You know, you've had 3 years of this now, so you've watched it all change. How do you see the future?
Yeah, I mean, and the market here, and if I'm talking about here, I'm talking about the region, has really been evolving and has been liberalizing, and competition has been increasing and so forth. And now everybody is looking for this extra surplus that they can squeeze from their customers and eventually identify some new business model where they can find a niche for themselves. Players that are international, they are looking for smart acquisitions, they're looking for how to gain synergies from their other operations. Players and operators that are more local, that are country-based operators, they need to look at their scope and don't worry so much about the scale, and that scope needs to be really profitable. It really needs to have a solid business case in order to return back the investments that they are making, either in the infrastructure or in the people, in the new product rollouts and so forth.
Is it your sense then that the market is more optimistic now than it was?
I think that the caution has now changed into optimism again. We had the pessimism, then we had the caution, now we have the optimism again, which is good. But I think that optimism is really measured, and which is good. So I don't see we're going to see any moves or any type of developments that are unreasonable. We don't see any investments that are just there for sake of spending money. I think everything is going to be really strategically measured, very good, very well analyzed, and so forth. So yeah, that's probably one of the things that we are seeing. I think also a big story is still about this media telco convergence and finding the right model and also monetizing the content, and everybody's talking about the threat of Google and Apple and Facebook, but I think all these players are now embrace this. They are participating in this ecosystem. They need to rethink their internet strategy. They're not just mobile and fixed operators anymore. Now they're expanding their thought process also. They need to find their offers there in order to really control and actually have a direct relationship with the customers.
Well, Zoran, thank you very much for joining us, and I'll let you get back to your chairing duties. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Cheers.